I had a great experience doing the X-Files. I love that character because he was a good guy. You know, I like playing a good guy as well. I'm very grateful in my career that I've been able to play villains and good guys. So it gives me more opportunity to work. Well, I was never hired to replace Mr. Ducote. I was hired to come in and create a whole new character. So that's the approach I took with it. And Chris Carter and Frank Spotnitz created a really great character for me to play. Guy with a heart of gold that was going to be able to come in and eventually, you know, have Scully's back, and he proved himself as a worthy guy to be around and to have her, that she had around. And I had no idea how rabid the fans were. I mean, they were like crazy. And they were not excited about somebody coming in. And I was like, Jesus Christ. I'm just an actor taking a freaking job. You know? I mean, what did I do? I didn't do anything. I'm not the guy that quit the show. They actually used mercury. For some of the shots.
That's what
Yeah, no, the run was all practical, and that was all my speed.
You really caught a car. Because it was traveling slow, because the way it was shot, it looked like the car was actually driving.
I don't know the actual speed, but I do know that the way we shot it was, I did it.
Because you were physically.
I was in that kind of shape, believe it or not.
I believe it.
And it was the first time we did a chase after Eddie's motorcycle. I actually caught the motorcycle, and they were all like, "What the hell? The movie's over." Shit, he's already got the kid. Jim Cameron said to me, "How fast can you run?" I had no effing idea. How fast were you guys going? And they were like 13 miles an hour or something like that. So they cranked everything up to 15 miles an hour. 1.5. And I did not catch it at 15 miles an hour. So I was running pretty fast.
Yeah.
And then whatever I did, they liked it. And they said, "We want to film what you're doing." And they filmed it and they showed it to James Cameron. He was pretty blown away by it. And funny story, I think. Originally, the part was going to be played by Billy Idol.
Yeah.
Really?
The musician, the singer. Billy Idol was going to play the part of the T-1000. And he got injured riding a Harley Davidson. Which created an opportunity for an unknown actor, me, and that was what James Cameron decided to look for at that point. And I got to go in and get this audition and get the part. And then years later, now I own a Harley Davidson dealership in Santa Clarita, California.
Cheers,
Yeah. Joaquin Phoenix and I had done Ladder 49 together in Baltimore. And then James Mangold, who directed me in Copland. I don't know, have you ever seen Copland?
I love that movie. It's my favorite Stallone movie.
Yeah, it's a great film.
Too, yeah.
Great film.
Hell yeah.
And James asked me what kind of an experience I had working with Joaquin, and I said, it was a great experience. I love him, he's a great guy. And he said, do you think you want to, I'm thinking about you to play his father. And I said, well, before I agree to do it, let me talk to Joaquin and see if, you know, he would want me to play his father, first off, because I know how hard he's been working on this film, getting, you know, going to play Johnny Cash. So I went over to Joaquin's house and asked him, what do you think about me playing your old man? He said, I like it. I think it's a good idea. I just wanted to make sure I wouldn't be a distraction. Sure. Because he knew me.
It was a great performance. I loved it.
I had fun doing it.
Thanks.
You ain't got nothing. Tractor stuck in the mud. It was a piece of cake doing a fight scene with Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a precision fighter and stuntman. He's very efficient with his moves. Gandolfini?
Yes, sir.
He's a fucking powerhouse of an actor. And it's too bad he's not with us anymore. He was an amazing guy. I'll tell you a funny story about that. I was asked to do The Sopranos. I worked really, really hard. I had a film in the Venice Film Festival. I came back from Venice, I went to New York, and there we're at Queens Studio, Silver Cup Studio in Queens. Silver Cup Studio in Queens. Going to do the read-through. And the Sopranos cast wasn't too crazy that I was cast. Yeah, we're at the read-through, they're all kind of looking at me. And it was the second season. And I was out in front of the Silver Cup Studio, I was smoking a cigarette. And Gandolfini was out there. And I wanted to get him revved up for that scene where he comes in and throws me around. And we were filming on the next day, and I said, hey, tomorrow, you better make sure you have your fucking A game. He was standing up and I was sitting down. He said, I have my fucking A game. He flicked a cigarette at me, it bounced off me, he stormed off, and I went, oh shit. That's gonna come back and haunt me. So the next morning, we're there. I'm in my sporting goods store. He comes in and he goes, how's your balls? What? How's your balls? They're okay. All right, good. I'm hungover. Let's do this fucking fight. I was like, oh my God, what have I done? Because I gotta cry, you know, and please don't, I gotta grovel, and please don't hit me and all that kind of stuff. In one take, he just came after me, man, and scared the living shit out of me. I was terrorized. I'm surprised I didn't wet my pants. It was that scary. He was quite intimidating. Had a lot of fun with it. My favorite part about the faculty was Selma Hayek.
Yeah, she was in it.
If you know what I mean. There's one scene where I think Coach Willis straddles the nurse.
Yeah, on the couch.
And puts an alien in her ear. I think that's how we did it. I kind of messed that take up quite a bit. Because I was enjoying myself. I've become a dirty old man. I apologize. And I don't know where all these action figures come from. Of course, I don't see a dime from any of them. I have no idea. Well, don't cry for me. Is that sad?
Don't they gotta pay for the likeness?
Now let's put this in perspective. All right? I already told you I was a broke actor living in my car, and 5 short years later, all of a sudden, I'm cast in one of the biggest films of all time. Right? And even though I didn't get paid a lot of money, it sure has opened, thank you very much, opened many doors for me, and that film has stood the test of time, and here I am, I'm still here, and you're still asking me questions, and people are still talking about that film, so it can't be all bad, right? Sure, but I believe in God. I believe in Jesus, and I believe there could be aliens.
I guess so.
I don't think that one knocks out the other. I don't know.
I don't know either.
It's a big fucking universe out there. And they got black holes everywhere. When you think about it, I mean, really, what the hell is going on, man? We're on this little dot floating around in this infinite, whatever. I'm tripping out. I was invited to take a tour. And I get there and I'm in the lobby area, we go like the coffee shop area, and then we start walking where they're building the rockets. And there's this computer server room that's got a blue tinted window, and the servers go way back. And I happen to notice right up on the window in the foreground, there's a Cyber9 Systems,
Oh, is that really?
like monument sign, like the actual one from the film. And I said, wow, that's kind of cool. And they said, yeah, he's a big fan of Hollywood Hills. And I did it. And I'm standing out in front of my house watching my sprinkler system work. And this car pulls up in front of me, stops. I'm still looking at my sprinklers. And the window rolls down. And I hear this squeaky voice say, did you buy that house? And I look down, and it's Eddie Furlong. I said, I did, Eddie. He said, because I live right next door. I said, you gotta be fucking kidding. What in the hell? What is the chances that some kid that I'm chasing through a whole freaking movie forever and ever is going to be living in the house right next door to me? But sure as shit, Eddie lived there. And I remember there was all these trees and stuff that I had bushwhacked and taken out and put in this hedge. He was not happy with that.
Did he show up in a black pickup truck to watch you race?
That's good. No, but that's good. But he let me know that he wasn't happy that I cut down those trees. And I said, well, I'm putting it in a hedge. He said, well, you could have talked to me first. And I said, well, actually, Eddie, I don't have to talk to you because you just leased that house. You don't own it. So.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's what kind of neighbor I was. Eddie soon moved.
I'm getting the wrap-up signal. I'm sorry to cut it short.
Well, where's the big hook? Where's the big hook? All right. Listen, it's great to stand up here and tell you stories. Thank you for all your support over the years. None of this matters unless you guys watch what we do, so I can't thank you enough.